Right now, you will see a story that can completely change your attitude towards age. This woman is 73 years old, but when people find out her age, they think it's a mistake. Her name is Ector. She doesn't do expensive procedures, she doesn't have secret techniques, or the genetic luck that such cases are usually attributed to. Only a lifestyle that is accessible to everyone. And the most interesting thing is that you can start applying most of these habits today without drastic changes and without stress. In this video, we'll look at exactly what she does differently and which of these principles really work if your goal is to preserve youth, energy, and health for many years to come. Watch this video to the end. It will be very interesting and useful. So let's get started. The first is movement, not a one-time event, not sometimes, not when you're in the mood. In her life, movement is the norm, as natural as brushing her teeth. She trains regularly in the gym, and it's not about exhausting loads for show. It's about consistency. With age, muscle mass decreases, metabolism slows down, and if you do not intervene, the body literally loses ground. Strength training is one of the most powerful tools to slow down aging. If you're not exercising right now, start with a simple one. 2 to 3 times a week, basic body weight exercises, squats, push-ups, planks. What matters is not quantity, but regularity. It is also important to monitor body signals. An active lifestyle is not about ignoring pain or fatigue. This is the ability to adapt. If you feel overloaded, reduce the intensity, but do not stop moving completely. Consistency is more important than perfection. But the gym is not the only movement in her life. She spends a lot of time outside, and it's not just a walk. Fresh air, sunlight, and natural activity all have a direct effect on hormones, sleep, and energy levels. Sunlight regulates circadian rhythms, which means it improves sleep quality. And a good night's sleep is one of the main factors of rejuvenation. A simple habit: go outside in the morning for at least 20 to 30 minutes without sunglasses. It is a free but powerful health tool. The next point that many underestimate is the attitude towards one's age. She is not at war with him, she accepts it. And this is not philosophy for the sake of philosophy. This is physiology. Constant dissatisfaction with yourself, an attempt to prove that you are not aging, creates chronic stress. And stress is accelerated aging. Cortisol destroys tissues, worsens skin condition, and affects weight. Accepting age is not a rejection of development, but a release of internal pressure. Practical advice: stop comparing yourself to who you were 10 years ago. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Special attention is paid to nutrition. She eats at home. It sounds simple, but that's where the big difference lies. When you cook yourself, you control the composition of the food, the amount of salt, sugar, and the quality of fats. This automatically reduces the consumption of ultra-processed foods that accelerate aging at the cellular level. Start with the basics. Cook at least 70% of your meals at home. Include protein in your diet at every meal. Add vegetables. Don't be afraid of fats, but keep an eye on their quality. It's not a diet, it's a foundation. Another key element is recovery. Many people think that the secret is in the load, but the truth is that the body does not change during a workout, but after it. If there is no recovery, there is no progress, but there is wear and tear. She pays attention to this: sleep, rest, stress reduction. The minimum you can implement is 7 to 8 hours of sleep, regular bedtime, and turning off screens an hour before bedtime. If you don't sleep well, no amount of training and nutrition can compensate for this. An interesting detail is that she likes to be photographed. At first glance, it seems superficial, but in fact, it's about self-contact. It's about confidence, about accepting your body, about the joy of how you look. When a person avoids the camera, they often avoid themselves. And this is a psychological barrier. Try a simple exercise. Take a photo of yourself once a week, not for social media, but for myself. It helps to keep track of changes and forms a healthier self-perception. Another practical thing is the environment. People who lead an active lifestyle are more likely to stay in shape. This is not an accident. The behavior is contagious. If there are people around you for whom movement is the norm, you automatically pull yourself up. Think about who you spend time with and what habits you pick up from them. Finally, one of the most overlooked factors is pleasure. She doesn't do it all by force. She enjoys the process. And that's the key. If you hate training, you'll quit it. If you force yourself to eat right, you'll snap. Find forms of activity and nutrition that you really enjoy. Her thinking is another foundation. Positive thinking is not a rose-colored glasses, but a skill of interpreting events. The same day can be lived as stress or as an experience, and the level of hormones, the state of the nervous system, and even the immune system depend on this. Chronic negativity literally ages you. Practice. At the end of the day, write down 3 things that went well. This simple exercise changes the focus of attention over time. It is important to understand that none of these principles individually give such an effect. It's a system. Movement enhances the nutritional effect. Nutrition supports recovery. Recovery affects mood. Mood affects behavior. And this cycle either works for you or against you. Another point worth emphasizing is that she doesn't do anything extreme. There are no strict diets, no grueling marathons, no attempts to accelerate the result. And this is probably the main secret. Longevity is not about sprinting. It's about resilience. If a habit can't be a part of your life for years, it's useless. Now, let's see how you can implement this into your life without overloading. No need to change everything at once. Start with one element. This is not a fast track, but this is the way that really works. And the main question now is not how she does it. The question is, which of these things will you start doing today? Friends, what do you think of this woman? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful.